February.
It is.
And you
It
know
is
what that
February.
means.
Love is in the air.
Yep.
Yep.
When a Leon S. Kennedy rookie cop thinks about his one and true love,
Ada.
Ada.
He gets a magnet in a certain part of his body.
It's like it's a lower portion,
Mm-hmm.
upper portion of the lower portion.
All right, yeah. It's his right thigh, obviously.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh God.
God, I love Leon. He's an idiot. I
He
love him
is.
so much. He's such an idiot.
So we've been kind of on a Resident Evil kick recently.
A little bit, yes.
Your pals here at the Season Anime Checkup OVA. This is episode number 113. By the way, it's a podcast where we have conversations about video games, anime, and manga. Which technically, this is none of those.
It's none of those, but sometimes we do those.
Yeah.
We just throw it out there and do wild things.
This is like adjacent.
Yeah.
I'm Jared, joined as always by Doc Al and Ladyem.
Hello.
And we've been on a Resident Evil kick. The Resident Evil 2 remake just came out.
Mm-hmm.
We've been playing through that. We've also been playing through Resident Evil 1.
Mm-hmm. We've been simultaneously playing through Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2.
True. And I don't remember how exactly we got on the topic of this. But somehow we figured out there was like these game adjacent movies.
Yeah, so we were talking about Rebecca, and
Right, that's it.
I went to the wiki and I was like, oh, she's in this movie. I didn't realize she was in a movie. And then I told you that I'd watched the first one in this trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
And then we're like, okay, but also like Rebecca's rad. So why don't we watch the last one that also is like prior to Resident Evil 6 or 7?
It's set between 6 and 7.
Okay, set between 6 and 7.
Mm-hmm.
And we're like, yeah, okay, this sounds awesome. Let's watch this. And we did.
Because, the idea of more of that ridiculous universe post 6 sounded all right to me. And then them adding Rebecca, I was like, all right, cool. I liked Resident Evil 0.
Yeah, and Rebecca's rad, and people are intimidated by the smart, cute girl.
Take care, Chris.
Take care, Chris. Stares into the corner with dead eyes.
So yeah, we decided, I think I saw, hey, this is set between 6 and 7, and I was like, hey, we should watch this once I saw also like the main characters in it. So we decided to watch this during the big game hashtag.
The big game.
Because you can't say the other word or you'll get in trouble.
Yikes.
So that's how we spent our Sunday night.
Yep, that's what we did.
And boy, howdy, this film. Really something.
Yeah, that's a word. Definitely a word.
It definitely still feels like it's kind of set in that same vein of like post 5 or maybe like post 4 where, there's still some horror elements to it, but like it's mostly just like action.
Cheesy action.
And definitely this leans way more into that, especially in the latter half of the film. Where it just goes completely off the walls.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to say this right now. That's what I love about Resident Evil. And like, yeah, it's gotten pretty freaking crazy over the years, but like, that's why I like it. It's not because I'm like, ooh, survival horror, this is great. I like it because it's just not afraid to go completely batshit insane. And it does it regularly.
Which even then, like, we're playing through 1, and 1 isn't really that scary of a game.
It's not. It's more like puzzle game, action game, or adventure game.
I mean, we're going to talk about that probably here in the next few weeks, but yeah.
Yeah.
And then the 2 remake, I think, kind of leans more into that, but even then, it's not like it's some super duper spooky game. Like, it gets atmosphere and, like, tensity down, but it's not just like, here's a jump scare every 5 seconds.
And it's not as scary, in my opinion, as like 7.
Right. Like that's a completely different ball field from like 0 through 6, I think.
Yeah, it's crazy. But I just really like the ridiculousness of the series, and like this movie was all about being
This was
ridiculous.
this was them putting that ridiculousness on full display.
This one goes to 11.
You could probably even argue it goes to 12.
Ooh, wow. But yeah, it's just hilarious, and that's really what I like about this series. And I think we've talked about this a little bit before, but I could be wrong. But I've been with the Resident Evil series for a many years. Like many years. I don't want to date myself, but anyway, I've been with it for a while. You are relatively newer to it, right?
You say doer?
Newer.
Sound like you said doer.
It's like you thinking I said Doy the Rock Johnson.
It's because you did.
I did not say Doy.
Yes, in a way. Like I had a copy of Resident Evil 2 back in maybe 2001.
Okay.
But I never got that far into it. Like I never beat any of the routes or anything.
Okay.
And then later on, I played some of 4. Never really got that far into it. I beat 5. That was the first one I beat, and I did that because it was like it was a fun co-op game.
Yes, it was.
And that was the reason I came to it. Played 0 and beat that.
Which is where the love of Rebecca came from.
And then played 6 with you. And then that was before more recently. That was basically my experience with the franchise.
Did you ever beat 4?
No.
Oh my god, we have to fix that.
I mean, why not at this point?
Yeah, you have to beat 4. It's fantastic. So we both, I guess, have a pretty decent history with the franchise then. I don't know where I was going with that. But
you were talking about your experience with the franchise, which is very deeply rooted. You've played all these games. And I don't know where else you were going with that, but that's kind of what I was inferring from that.
Yeah, it's just like it's been a thing for me. Like I've really loved this series, and I love that it's just like bonkers as heck. It's so bonkers.
Yeah.
And people who think that like 5 and 6 invented the craziness of the series clearly have not played the other games.
Let me tell you about a giant snake
it.
named Yawn.
Giant snake named Yawn. Or maybe it's just like nostalgia lenses, but like this game's always been wild.
I feel like nostalgia is kind of a thing with these games because like I feel like a lot of people try to talk up like the original, like the PS1 era Resident Evil games as like these super scary games that were like revolutionary for the time. It's like you go back to it now, it's like, nah, not really.
They were when you were 10.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so that makes a difference. So when we found out that Rebecca was in this movie, we're like, okay,
we got to check this out because the reason we were talking about Rebecca is mostly because I think I was asking about like, okay, so she's in 0 and 1, and then basically never shows up again.
Yep.
So like, where was she just smart enough to get out while the getting was good, or what happened?
Did they kill her off?
And that led you to looking up the wiki, and then you're like, oh well, she's in this movie, and that led us to watching the film.
And the movie, the wiki was like, there are 3 protagonists: Rebecca, Chris, and Leon. And I'm like, all right, sold. Let's do this. So we found it. And it had Turkish subtitles, which is hilarious, but it was the English dub. Which,
and I guess oddly enough as well, it's just uploaded on the Internet Archive.
Yeah.
So if you want to go watch this afterwards, it's there.
It's there. Worth mentioning, this is Matt Mercer, Leon.
Right.
Yes.
which he had also done
Anything with them.
he'd been at this point he had done Leon in 6 and also the previous animated movie Resident Evil Damnation.
Yes. Do you have to edit that?
Whatever.
Okay. I'm just curious because it's the
We'll
title
go
of
with
the
this since
movie.
it's the title.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, Matt Mercer is fortunately no longer Leon, but the golden section here of him as Leon is great.
Yes.
So I just had to put out my Matt Mercer love for a second. We're good.
And then the dude playing Chris is just like not the same as the voice actor from the games. The mainline games, I should say.
Yeah, he did fine though.
Oh yeah, totally.
Like he sounded enough like Chris, so I was like, yeah, all right, this is good. Also, he's beefy, sufficiently beefy.
Sufficiently
Not the
beefy.
voice actor. Chris was sufficiently beefy.
You know it's good when it's post 5 or it's like after it's 5 and onwards, and Chris is beefy. So
beefy Chris.
Good on him.
Yep. And then Rebecca.
Professor Rebecca Chambers.
Yeah, I don't know. It's unclear if she has her doctorate or not.
It looked like she is working in a place that seems like she would need to have a doctorate to work there.
She is, but why did they not call her doctor instead of professor?
Maybe it's just one of those
Because
things
professor-
that they think would have been easier to understand for specific audiences.
Maybe, because professor is technically a lower ranked title than doctor.
Right.
So even though like academia is weird because
Yeah.
also like you have full professor as a title, which is like the ultimate in academia. But if someone is referring to that person, you would call them doctor.
Right.
If you call somebody professor so and so, that usually indicates that they don't have the PhD yet.
Right.
So it's kind of a weird like. Maybe it's like a translation thing.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Yeah. But we're gonna assume she is Dr. Rebecca Chambers
Because we're
because
cool.
she's awesome
Mhm.
and she's a smarty pants, and she's like researching this virus to figure out, how do we deal with it.
So let's dive into the plot of this film.
All right.
I'm going off the Wikipedia page, which has a few paragraphs, but we can probably fill in the blanks here and there. Like we said, this is set between the end of 6 and or I guess 7 in general, which I learned. I guess it's been long enough. Chris is in that game, and I was like,
Chris
dude,
is
what?
in that game? Did I tell you that for the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he doesn't look like Chris, and there's this whole theory of like that it's not Chris.
And like Umbrella's a good company now. It's like what on earth happened in that game?
Yeah, I don't know what happened in 7, but Chris is there and not as beefy. It's very tragic.
I think on those terms alone, Resident Evil 7 should not be a canon game.
I agree. Chris is not beefy enough.
Not beefy enough.
Not a canon game. Like after RE1, Chris is just like, all right, you know what? Zombies suck. Time to get friggin' beefy as heck.
So.
And like, do you blame him?
I mean, no.
No.
So the beginning of this game is Chris and
This game.
this movie. Yeah. And members of the BSAA tracking down this dude named Glenn Arias. He's this like crazy weapons dealer, bad guy, yada yada yada.
He deals in zombies. Or BOWs.
He's very mad at various governments for sending a drone strike at his wedding.
Drone strike at his wedding, and then like it shows him coming out from the rubble and holding his wife's hand, and then he like lifts it up and it's just her arm, and he screams into the sky. It's like, what the heck is happening?
So Chris is down in Mexico and they go to a mansion. This has never happened before.
They're looking for a kid and a lady.
They're looking for their undercover operative that's in there. This lady named Kathy. So they go in the mansion and they get trapped. They get ambushed by zombies and it's bad. A lot of the non-person or the non-important people die because they're like, these people look like zombies, but I don't know. I'm just gonna stare at them for like 30 seconds, and then they're gonna attack me. I'm like, oh god, no, I should shoot.
Yeah, like there's this part with the kid because they're supposed to also retrieve the kid. I think it's her son. And they're like, "Oh man, there's something in the bed. I'm going to lift it up." "Oh, huh, it's just a truck. That's weird." And then like the wheels keep spinning and they're like, "Oh, all right." And then they look in the corner and they see this kid who has the controller. Like, "Hey kid, you okay?" So shine the flashlight on him. Kid's covered in blood.
And clearly a zombie.
Like clearly a zombie, not even like subtly covered in blood. He's full on zombo. We know this. You have a flashlight, and he's like, "Hey kid, you all right?" And the kid is like, "Snack time."
The kid they let the kid waltz up to them and then literally just be like, "Hey, I'm gonna eat you."
Yeah, and
They're
then
like, "What a surprise!"
they even like had their guns out, and they're like, "Nope, all right, time to get eaten." And then some other dudes are like, "Hey, we should go investigate what's going on there." And then Chris is with him at that point, and like, "Huh, there's nobody in this room. This is weird." Look under the bed. Oh god, there's zombies. Oh god, there's the zombies of her friends behind the bed. What is happening? And Chris is kind of by himself at one point. Some of his crew gets like sliced by wires, which is weird.
Gruesome.
It was really gruesome, but also unexpected.
Yeah, like there was like one of the other commanders I think gets like taken out, and like they're just like walking down this hallway.
They shoot him in the knees, remember?
Yes.
The guy shoots him in the knees.
And then like they're just
accidentally.
So, yeah, they're walking down this hallway, and then like one of them just stops, and like his head just like part of his head just slides off, and then like it just pans back, and it's like blah, 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 like all their like body parts just like fall down, and it's like you start to see like the light shine on like these wires and stuff. And it's like, dude, what?
Blood dripping off of it.
The blood doesn't look as good.
No. So there are two things in this movie that look terrible. One is blood, the other is fire.
Not great.
Neither of them look good. Everything else looks really fantastic.
Yeah, it's really like pretty much it is really well done in that aspect. So yeah, basically Chris is the only one left standing, and he gets out of the mansion by jumping out of like the second story and just doing a flat back bump, and I'm like, oh buddy, that's gonna hurt.
Yeah, he just uses his beef against the ground.
Arias is out there waiting for him, and they have a fight, and Arias just like whoops Chris's butt. And you're like, what?
Yeah.
This dude's beefy.
Also, Bane is there.
Yeah, Bane.
Yeah, for some reason, Bane from Batman is there.
We're not like just like being like, oh, it's just Bane. The dude literally looks like Bane.
It's literally
Bane.
Like there's no other explanation for this other than that is Bane. And then like there's this lady, which you had a description for her outfit that was pretty fitting.
She looks like an early 2000s video game character. Like she literally looks like Nina Williams from Death by Degrees, the Tekken spinoff game.
Yeah.
Like that is what her outfit looks like.
It's awful. Voiced by Christina V apparently, which is cool. But yeah, Arias just like kicks Chris's and then shoots him in the back.
And it's like, hey, here's your insider. She's a zombie now. LOL.
LOL. Also, we find out that the zombies can decide who is a target and who's not a target. So that's interesting.
And if you get bit, you turn real quickly.
Real quick. But it's wild because like one, how did this dude so handily hand Chris his own?
So the Wikipedia page says he's a former CIA operative.
Okay, so he does have.
So that makes it a
training.
little bit make more sense. Maybe it was something we just missed in the film because we did have some technical difficulties to deal with. But yeah, we were just like, this guy's just rich. Like, why is he beating the crap out of Chris this badly?
I mean, like, I would expect it to be a somewhat equivalent fight at this point in the movie, but like, no, Chris just gets completely and soundly defeated. And then like he does have a bulletproof vest on, but it's still gonna hurt that he got shot.
Another helicopter shows up and
then
just
he screams.
it destroys everything, and he just like screams. Which we then we cut to Rebecca, who is studying this new virus. They call it the A virus. Or the Anne Ladyem virus.
We have T, we have A, we have G. What else do we have?
I don't remember.
Anyway, there's a bunch of
the
letters.
entire alphabet probably.
I have a T-virus antidote in my apartment. My mom got it for me for Christmas one year, which is adorable that my mom got me a T-virus antidote. Let's just keep that in mind. My mom got me
this. Real good.
Yep. Thanks, Mom, preventing me from being a zombo.
So Rebecca is trying to formulate some kind of new vaccine for this new virus, and then
she has a lab partner who is definitely a zombie fodder.
Yes, and then basically like that place gets attacked, and they like the virus is strewn throughout the facility via gas. And Rebecca's able to save herself because she grabs like the vaccine and uses it on herself, but everyone else gets pretty messed up. And then Beefy Chris is like, "Hey, what's up? Haven't seen you in a while. What you doing?
Take care, Chris.
Take care, Chris. Chris, do you need help with your wounds? Yeah, I'm pretty good. You see my muscles? They help me not get the wounds.
The wounds.
So Chris is able to extract Rebecca, and they kind of game plan on like what's going on, why this is happening, all that sort of stuff. And
she's like, "Do I need to be quarantined?" He's like, "No, we don't have time
for
that." Time. Also, if you would turn.
Everyone else is pretty.
He's like, if you would have turned, you would have turned by now. Like, we really need you at this point. I'm gonna get you into a hospital, hotel, or something like that. We're not sure which. And then it was a hotel.
Hotel, hospital, and.
Yeah, and well, because we thought he said hospital, and then it was definitely a hotel. Yep. And she's like doing stuff on our computer, like, "Wow, the Great Lakes has a lot of targeted areas. This is amazing."
Yep, my state is going to get the A virus apparently, according to Rebecca.
Yeah,
I'm boned.
You guys had a lot of A virus. Chris is like, "All right, let's do this."
And he's like, "Well, so we need to come up with a plan, but also I need to take you to my other expert that I know in the field."
Well, because Rebecca says that it's the A virus is most similar to the Los Laminados, which is the group from Spain in RE4. Right. And so Chris is like, "All right, time to go to another expert."
She's like, who's that? You know other experts, Chris? I'm surprised. Is it Barry?
Who else has a doctorate in zombies?
Is it Barry?
It's Barry.
Is he gonna make a Jill sandwich out of me?
Oh my god.
So we go to Colorado.
And
in this rather nice looking restaurant.
Yeah, it's a nice
Rookie cop Leon S. Kennedy is wasting the day away drinking, downing some bottles. Which
wasting away again in Margaritaville.
Yes, which I find kind of interesting in the fact that like since this basically plays off of 6 after 6.
Yeah.
It's literally just the inverse of how they introduced Chris in that game.
Yeah, it really is. And it's wild because like you wouldn't really expect that, but yeah, Leon is freaking toasted.
He's just like, "I want to be on vacation. Leave me alone."
I don't want to deal with zombies for once in my life. Which, like, if you think about it, he was 21 during Raccoon City. He's like pushing 40 in this movie. He's been doing this for a long time. He's probably tired of zombies. He's like, "Oh my god, can't I go anywhere without zombies?"
He's just like he's just having a drink, and then he sees Beefy Chris coming. He's like, "God, why?"
They start bickering as they did in 6, which is great.
And then Rebecca's just like, "You guys are basically the same person."
She did say that. It was so good. They're like, "What?"
Excuse me.
Also, like, Leon's hair is no longer blonde in this.
It's like real dark.
It's real dark. It's weird.
Look, he's getting old. He's having a diet.
That's the thing. I was saying, like, as you age, your hair does get darker, but usually not that
Plus,
dark.
all the stuff he's been through, he's probably graying pretty quickly. He's probably on that Just for Men diet.
Just for Men diet. But why would you dye it back blonde? Like, blonde.
Look, maybe that was a phase in his early days.
Oh my god! Are you saying he's a fake blonde? He's a bottle blonde.
Look, he was a rookie cop. He was coming in off a hangover.
He was after breaking up with his
Maybe
girlfriend.
he dyed his hair blonde for that girl, and then he's like, well, guess I'm kind of stuck with this for
I
a
mean,
while.
it was like coming off the Leonardo DiCaprio days, so like maybe he really wanted to be DiCaprio.
I mean, it's true.
He had that look,
He wanted to be king of the world.
but yeah, now he's got like black hair. It's really weird.
Yeah. But also,
And lots of stubble.
like people's hair color just kind of just change on a whim in this film.
Yeah, that's true. Rebecca's hair goes from like light brown to black at one point, and then back to light brown.
So
It's weird.
yeah, who knows? So Rebecca's able to convince Leon to kind of get on board with this because she's like, hey, this is gonna get real bad real quick, and I'm not here to deal with your.
Yeah, she basically like puts them both in their places. Like, all right, this is what we're doing, and you're listening to me whether you like it or not. Here's my blood. If I die, use it. It's the vaccine.
Also, they put her in an outfit that's basically just her RE1 outfit, which is a pretty good nod. Not the weird one we've seen,
nod.
but
Ooh, no, like the actual RE1 outfit, which it was a really good nod. But yeah, it's pretty great that she's like, all right, boys, done with your stop bickering, which is so funny because like they bickered so much in 6 whenever they encountered each other. Like they just are constantly little bickering boys.
So yeah, that's the plan, and then Rebecca gets kidnapped because we can't have her do anything cool in this film.
Yeah, except for save the friggin' world. Yeah, she goes to the bathroom and gets kidnapped, choked out. And then the poor bartender lady gets freaking obliterated.
Her arm flies off because Bane and some other dudes show up, and just he has a Gatling gun, just unloads on this restaurant.
Oh, we forgot to mention the guy who came in.
Some random dude just comes in and is like, Leon, you gotta help my family. Leon's like, no, you sold me out. No.
Yeah, so there was a situation where Leon had a team in DC, New York, DC, something like that. And his team got sold out by an insider, and everybody died except for him and obviously the insider. And this is the insider, and he's like, hey, Leon, they're targeting my family. Can you help me? And he's like, no.
This dude,
why would I help you?
This dude also knows
suck.
like exactly what's going on. Like he's the guy who's like, I know too much. They're going to come and kill me. So like he knows like, oh, Arias is the guy behind all this. He's trying to sell this bioweapon. And Chris is like, oh, so yeah, you know stuff. Leon, we're helping this guy. We're helping this guy.
Leon's like, no. That guy dies.
Oh yeah, pretty badly.
But he gives his phone to Leon before he dies. And then Leon and Chris are somehow okay because they hide behind a pillar and a table.
Wooden pillar and wooden table, invincible against Gatling gun.
Gatling guns. And like I said, the waitress gets her arm blown off, and also she gets shot a lot. And then the guy gets shot a lot and died. Guy's wife calls, and Leon answers it and doesn't say anything, which is kind of rude.
He's like,
But also, what do you say? Like, your husband's like in a pool of his own blood in the floor right next to me.
Kind of sold me out at one point. Also, he's dead. Sorry.
Yeah. So like, what do you say? But also like, don't answer the phone. So then after that, they're like, hey, okay, I guess we're gonna reluctantly be a buddy cop film.
We're buddy cops again. And then also they realize, hey, there's gonna be a big attack on New York.
Yeah.
So that's the next step of the mission, to try and prevent it from happening and find the vaccine, yada yada yada.
What's funny is that like there's like this in between part with Leon and Chris trying to like figure out Rebecca's notes. And like, what the heck was she trying to say? What is it?
I didn't go to college.
They eventually figure it out, but meanwhile Rebecca is like hanging out with Glenn Arias, and he's being a creeper.
Super creeper.
Yeah. Turns out he thinks that Rebecca looks like his wife, even though she doesn't.
And he's like, I'm gonna marry you now.
It's like they both have short hair and supposedly they look alike, so whatever. But yeah, he puts her in a wedding dress, and it's like not even a cute wedding dress.
Also, they're in like they're like in a box, and like the walls are kind of like screens and
Oh
look
my
like
god, that door.
oh yeah, the door is real good. And also like there's like, table set out and like just boxes on them. He's like, "Oh, these are all my friends and family and they're the zombie forms of them."
Yeah.
So he's like, "Yeah, we're going to get married." And Rebecca's like, "No. No."
And he's like, "Oh, I have the ring for you and everything." Like pulls out his wife's
Yep.
arm that he's preserved. And he's like, "Let me just get this ring off of my wife and put it on you instead." And she's like, "Yeah, about that. Maybe no."
So his next
He's like,
next
"Okay."
plan is literally, well, if you say no
New
to
plan?
no to that, what if I just replace your arm with her arm?
Which, like, I don't know why that's your next option.
Because you've gone completely off the deep end.
Yeah, okay, fair. And he's like, "I'll just attach this arm." And then somehow he just, like, goes from, "I'm going to marry you," to, "I'm going to attach my wife's arm to your arm," to, "All right, time to zombify you."
I'm bored now. Let's just inject you with the virus, I guess. I don't know.
Like, the logic of this man doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah.
So we have a rescue team. We have Chris with his new squad. We have Leon. We know that
That's
some
a
of
rescue
Chris's
team.
squad's gonna die. Yeah, we know that some of the squad's gonna die because that's how it goes. There's a weird Breaking Bad reference.
Right.
It's so weird.
It's super weird.
I think that was earlier, but even still, like, it's a weird
Yeah,
reference.
like it's just out of the blue and like, I guess I don't know.
Chris
Also,
is
it's
like,
this film came out in 2017. Breaking Bad had been off the air by that point.
yeah, it was weird. Chris is just like, happy anime eyes, like, "You finally got my team to talk about something that's not Breaking Bad." I don't know why I made him sound like that, but
Just imagining beefy Chris Redfield talking like
that. Okay, I have a plan. We gotta pitch this Capcom.
Okay. Let me call 1-800-Capcom.
The next Resident Evil movie where they have Beefy Chris in it, I want to voice him.
Okay, good. I'm in 100%. I'm gonna put down. This film had $100,000 budget. I'm gonna put down $1,000 for the budget.
Yep. I'm going to voice Beefy Chris Redfield. It's gonna be great. A+ blockbuster movie.
100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes, exactly. So yeah, we have the rescue squad. We have like a chopper team. We have Chris and a dude in a freaking Hummer, and then Leon claims the motorcycle.
Like they literally is like, there's like, oh, here's two vehicles, and Leon's like, dibs on the motorcycle.
What a nerd.
God. Also, we see how they're like distributing the virus throughout New York, and it's like these big tanker trucks, and they're just like parking, and it's like psh, expelling the gas, and everyone's turning into zombies, and all that stuff's happening.
So we have to blow those up. That's step one. I don't remember what the other steps are. What I would say Rebecca,
It's
but
like blow up the trucks, save Rebecca, get the antidote out,
get the vaccine.
Yeah. Something else. Be a cool person.
Yeah.
So yeah, they roll up on one of the trucks, and this is where one of Chris's dudes becomes very expendable, because the dude's like rolls up to like the back of a van, and it's like just shaking. He's like, "Well, I'm just gonna open this up," and oh my gosh, it's a zombie dog, and it decapitates him.
Decapitated. Like, jeez. And luckily it's not very gruesome. That made me very happy.
One of the byproducts of it being produced in Japan probably is that they're like, oh, it can't be super duper gruesome. Well, I mean, to be fair, they did show that really bad scene in the beginning where those bodies got super cut up.
Yeah. But like, all you see is just his head go flying, and like the
dog covers up like
show,
the sub.
Yeah, and they show a little bit with like Chris mourning him later, that like you can see that his head is not there, but like it's not graphic, which is good.
So the dog thing.
Are we gonna talk about Leon with a motorcycle?
This leads to an over the top ridiculous scene with Leon making the dogs chase him down like a freeway and having to try and kill them that way.
I think you mean awesome scene.
Man.
It's so funny because Leon's doing like
Man.
all these weird tricks with a motorcycle, trying to get these doggos off of him. And it's great. It's like at one point he puts like one of his legs up on and like is pressing the gas of the motorcycle that way. And it's just like hanging off of it in a weird way.
It's like the soul of Bayonetta enveloped Leon Kennedy there.
Yeah, it's wild. I mean, he does so many kind of like impossible, crazy, bendy positions on this motorcycle in order to kill these dogs.
It's real good.
It's
All the while, there's like
fantastic.
very not subtle product placement shots of like, hey, this is a Ducati motorcycle. If you'd like to buy one, this is what Leon Kennedy is driving right now. It's very nice. You can see goes down highways really well. You can drive it or you can ride it one-handed while you're killing zombie dogs. Ducati.
He wanted dibs on it. It's a great bike. It's super good.
While that's happening, Chris finds the place where Arias has Rebecca, and he goes in, and Arias is like, "Hey, Chris, I see you. I injected a virus in Rebecca. She's going to be real messed up in 20 minutes. Anyways, here's some zombies."
So Chris sets his watch and is like, "All right, we got 20 minutes. Let's go."
Let's go.
And Leon shows up.
Leon comes through like an elevator on the motorcycle.
Yeah, it was wild.
God.
And they split up because they're like, all right, one of us has got to find Rebecca. Let's do this.
Well, they have that really like over the top action scene where they're both like just shooting zombies.
Right.
Chris is pulling out professional wrestling moves. Like he does a body slam and a DDT at one point. And I was like, heck yeah.
Yeah, I remember you got real stoked about that. I mean, he's beefy. Why wouldn't he?
Exactly. I mean, it works in Dead Rising. Another Capcom joint.
Leon does not do any of those.
Leon is just very fancy and like just sweeping the leg, shoot, sweeping the leg, shoot.
Yeah, so Leon, I don't know that I have noticed this in the games, but apparently like his move in the movies is sweep the leg. Because he does it multiple times.
He's a big fan of the Karate Kid.
I mean, who isn't?
Cobra Kai.
Okay, yeah, fair. But also, like, Leon was born in, I think, 1977. So he would have been, like, a kid when that came out, and he probably would have thought it was the coolest ever.
And that's how I became a zombie hunter.
Because I watched Karate Kid when I was a child. But yeah, he sweeps the leg, and it's a great action scene.
Yeah, so they do that for a while, and then they're like, well, this is bad. We got to split up, and someone's got to find Rebecca. Which, that goes to Chris.
Chris finds her.
Mm-hmm.
And gets her out of the weird little, like, neck thing.
He's like, hey, you okay? And she's like, ugh.
She's, like, wheezing.
What do
turning
you think?
purple.
Take care, Chris.
Which, we'll talk about it in a minute after the vaccine, but there's a cute little thing that she does in the movie. Yeah. But anyway, he's like, okay, we gotta this vaccine.
Doesn't really find the vaccine, but like takes her to the roof, and that's where Arias is, and they have a fight.
They have a fight, and it's pretty great because again, Chris is getting his ass kicked like over and over and over and over. And then eventually, like, Arias just, like, throws him onto this, like, glass roof section and starts, like, bashing Chris's head against the glass. And Chris is like, oh, God, this hurts a lot. Ow. He, like, gets bruised up, which is, like, the first time that we actually see, like, battle damage in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
And then Arias breaks the glass with Chris's head. But nobody falls yet. Nope. But Chris, he's a squirrely one.
He does a monkey flip and flips Arias over and through the glass.
Is that what that's called?
It's like the wrestling version of it. It's what they call it in wrestling.
All right. Yeah, he's just like, all right, convenient hole. Plop. So he throws him down. and you see like a big smush puddle of blood.
His body does not make the outline of the Umbrella logo,
It
unfortunately.
does not make the umbrella logo, unfortunately. Um, but yeah, that happens, and Chris is like, "All right, cool. I win. I'm hurt a lot. It sucks." And then Bane shows up.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, "Hey, boss, you're looking a little worse for wear there. What's up?" And Arius is like, "All right, time to unleash your full power, Bane."
They do the fusion dance.
They do, they do the fusion dance. Bane's mask falls off,
It's like, it was
and
me this whole time. And you're just like, okay.
I don't know who you were, but that's fine. Turns out it was like one of his best friends that was at his wedding.
Mm-hmm.
He survived and was mutated now. His like spine things pop off, and he gets real huge.
Gets real
like
bubbly.
more huge than he already was. And then he absorbs Arius or Arius or Arius. He absorbs him, but then for some reason, like Arius becomes the main head,
Yeah.
even though it wasn't his body. But anyway, he's like, "Hey, Chris, I'm back."
Chris is like,
Great.
great. So he's got to fight that. And then Leon shows up as well to help.
Yeah, and he brings his motorcycle here too.
All the way to the roof.
All the way to the roof, as you do. Which, like, the whole idea of Leon just like, "Oh, I gotta take the motorcycle."
He called dibs on it.
He did call dibs on it, but like, you have to admit that's funny that he's like, "All right, I'm just gonna take it with me." So yeah, there's more fighting on the roof, with some motorcycles tricks.
I like to think of it as the idea that like the writers of this were like, if this was a game, what would be the dumbest thing a player would do in this situation as Leon? And they're like, well, they would take the bike into the elevator and try to ride it up to the roof to fight this thing with. And they're like, that's a great idea. Let's do it.
Yeah, you know what? That makes sense. So, like, what's the weirdest thing that somebody playing this game could possibly pull off? And it would be this. And they're like, "All right, cool. We're doing that then."
Let's do it.
So everybody's fighting this weird monstrosity of a double person. Except for Rebecca, who's still suffering. Poor Rebecca.
She's not doing well.
The helicopter crew shows up at one point and like rocket launches part of the monstrosity BOW and knocks off Bane's head. So Bane's dead now, but the body's still going, and so is Arius.
Which he then like jumps to the helicopter and like
skewers
like the lady,
girl.
yeah. And we're like, oh, she's dead.
We thought she was dead.
But apparently she ends up fine.
Yeah, apparently she's not dead.
Leon decides, hey, I'm going to rev up my motorcycle and just launch it at this dude.
That was such a funny idea.
He's like, all right. And then Chris is like, I got this. Grenade launcher. And then blows him up. And then just like all his flesh just falls to the streets of New York.
It's really nasty. And I thought that it was gonna like destroy the helicopter plane thing too.
Right,
apparently
too.
That guy was fine and the lady was fine.
She was like, I just got a hole in my shoulder. It's okay though.
Yeah, she had multiple holes in her. Like she got skewered.
Yeah, I guess getting it in the shoulder though is a lot better than like anywhere else.
Well, it looked like she got it in the gut too, but like maybe because his like fingernails were so thin that it didn't do a whole lot of damage.
Because he had to extend them pretty far.
Yeah. So yeah, Leon's freaking motorcycle launch and grenade launcher just take this dude out, and then they give Rebecca the vaccine, which is where the cute thing happens, because Rebecca has had a thing throughout the movie where like Chris will ask if she's doing okay and she'll just do a thumbs up.
She gives like the most exasperated look and just like
thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
She does that here when he administers the vaccine, and like she's breathing it in, and he's like, Rebecca, are you okay? And she's like, thumbs up.
I've been better. Take care, Chris.
was just almost a zombie. Like 20 more seconds and I would have been a zombie man. But then like everybody who was a zombie gets to be turned back.
Yeah,
So I guess
they
it
crop dust all of New York, and then
crop
Leon
dust.
just for the rest of the movie just holding his arm like, I shouldn't have jumped off that motorcycle.
Yeah, he like really messed up his arm, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I need to go on vacation right
Um,
away.
by vacation, I mean just get completely trashed.
I need to go get trash and think of Ada.
Ada.
Uh,
He just yells at the sky a few times. Ada.
and Chris is just in the background like, this idiot.
I hate this guy.
This idiot.
I love their like dynamic.
Yeah.
Rebecca's right, they are very much alike, but at the same time they're hilarious because they like begrudgingly work together and kind of hate each other.
But are a good team, so they're like, oh, we know this works, so we gotta do it.
Yeah. So good. You have drunken Leonardo DiCaprio and Beefy as a team.
Drunk Leo and drunk Beefy
Drunk Beefy.
going to Europe for a steak.
Oh my god. And then Rebecca's just like the responsible of the three.
I'm the designated driver.
Thumbs up. So everything's fine, I guess, until we get another scene.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out that at one point we thought that she was taken out. The lady with a terrible outfit.
Yeah, it looks like she gets blown up at some point, but nope, just kidding.
She's the daughter of Bane.
Yes.
And she sees his mask.
Mm-hmm.
And like I guess is going to try and get revenge.
I will get my revenge.
So yeah, that's really how it ends.
Yep.
It was wild. I have zero regrets that we watched this movie.
Oh, same.
It was fantastic. And now like I want to watch the other one. I just put in Degeneration, and I don't think that we need to watch that one because it looks terrible.
Yeah.
But I own it.
You do.
Which is wild that I still own it.
Because you were like, I probably sold this, and you pulled it like, I've still got it.
It was not even open though. Like that means that I watched it either at somebody else's house or like I watched. Where would I watch that?
That's a great question.
But that means that I watched it and liked it enough that I bought it.
And then never opened it.
Yeah. Wow. Wild. But it looks like butts now.
Yeah.
It's not aged well.
But the epilogue basically kind of like leaves it open if they want to do another one of these that they could.
God, I hope they do.
Yeah. I would be interested
Like,
to see another one of these as well, because it was just so completely bonkers.
It was fun watching.
Oh yeah,
like,
totally.
It wasn't a good movie, but it was a fun movie.
It's a fun popcorn flick.
Yeah. With your favorite Resident Evil guys.
Your old Resident Evil pals.
Man.
So the whole thing about these films is that like this says like they're all Leon's the main character, which I would argue Chris is more the main character in this than Leon, but
I would too.
Leon has been like the focal point throughout them. Like the first one is Leon and Claire reuniting for the first time since RE2. The second one is Leon and Ada, which is just a nightmare of a scenario.
We have to watch that one now. You realize that, right?
And then this one obviously is Leon and Chris. Like, if they make a fourth one, like, who would you want them to pair Leon with?
Ooh, Barry.
They should it should be Leon and the one dude from 6.
Ooh, Jake.
Yeah.
Ooh, I would watch that in a heartbeat. That'd be an interesting dynamic.
Especially because that continues, like, that's the continuation of 6, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that'd be a really interesting dynamic, especially because, Jake, it's implied that he, by the end, has an interest in Sherry.
Yeah, you could throw her in there as well.
And Leon has that, like, protective father thing on Sherry. it'd be a really cool dynamic. I would watch the heck out of that movie. They should do it. And then then Jake is kind of a wasted character since they haven't done anything with him since.
Yeah.
Yeah. You hear me, Capcom? Do it. Also, let me voice Chris.
He just shows up at one point. He's like, "Oh, that dude. Ugh."
I killed your dad. T. See, this is why I should be hired.
Yep. I would say the one downside of this film though is like they treat Rebecca pretty poorly.
They do. They fridge her.
Mm-hmm.
And that was my big complaint, and I complained about that a lot while actually watching it.
Right, yeah.
Rebecca is arguably the smartest out of all of them. I would say she's definitely the smartest Resident Evil protagonist. Handedly she is. And Rebecca has also proven herself to be very capable.
Yeah, she has combat experience.
Mm-hmm. And yes, I realize she's been in the lab and getting her doctorate and all, but at the same time, Rebecca is capable.
Exactly, yeah.
And instead they're like, oh, well, let's just have this creeper kidnap her, and now she's gonna be zombified for this. And it's like, really, guys?
I honestly thought in that first scene with when the lab gets infected and all that sort of stuff, there was gonna be a scene where she had some hidden gun away, just on the case something bad happens, and she was just gonna go to town, but that
no, she just kills
absolutely
people with
does
fire
not happen.
Extinguisher.
Yeah.
So it's a bummer that they kind of wasted the potential she had in this movie.
Yeah.
Because what would have been really cool, in my opinion, imagine the roof fight with all three of them.
Yeah.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
Because then they still could have had their weird fridging thing that they are going to do.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, by the end of it, she'd be like, all right, guys, let's do this. And figured out some kind of smart way to take it down.
Yeah.
And maybe then Leon wouldn't have busted up his arm. Or maybe she could have figured out hey, launch the motorcycle.
Launch the motorcycle, you dummy.
Arm. I don't care about your arm. Your arm's expendable. But I mean, they could have done a lot more with Rebecca.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's a bummer.
Yeah.
Especially because we haven't seen Rebecca in forever, and we get her back, and then oh well, let's just.
Exactly.
So they don't know what to do with her.
Yeah.
So that's the fire and the blood are the real negatives.
Truly, yeah. But it also does have just some really dumb fun moments, so.
Yeah. I really enjoyed watching it. Apparently we had way more fun than the people who watched the big game.
It's true.
We got a lot more
We had a
action
lot
with
more
this
fun. We finished that film and I got on Twitter and everyone's just like, this halftime show sucks. And I was like, well, obviously that's no surprise, but also, maybe you should have watched Resident Evil Vendetta, clearly.
Right. That's the better option, guys. Then you could have seen Leon launch a motorcycle into a guy, and then Chris shoot it with a grenade launcher, and then it splatter on the streets of New York.
It's true. It's very true.
Much better. Much better use of your time.
100%.
God, this was a fun movie.
Yeah. It was.
I'm glad we watched this.
I am too.
So yeah, it's available if you also want to watch it.
Yes, we yeah, it's out there.
At some point I would like for us to watch Damnation.
Okay.
For what I remember, Degeneration can kind of be skipped, even though I bought it at some point. So I apparently thought it was.
That film also came out in 2008, so you were a different person then.
Yeah, no kidding. Whew. But yeah, I'd be interested to see Damnation and see the Ada Leon dynamic there.
Sure.
How they have.
How Ada at one point insinuates that they went to the Bone Zone.
Yeah. That's a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Which also that
I
movie
mean,
is a prequel to 6, right?
oh, is it?
I think that's the case.
Oh, that's interesting.
The end credits of the film display clips from Resident Evil 6. Uh,
Okay.
it is a sequel to Resident Evil Degeneration, not Degeneration X, and a prequel to video game Resident Evil 6.
All right, rad. Yeah, we should watch it.
Yeah, I'd be down for that.
Cool. So yeah, this is what you get in the meantime while we're in Resident
You get a weird film.
Evil. Chris just screaming in front of a mansion on fire. Ah!
People in this film really love to scream in the air.
I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
still can't get over the Banes in this movie.
God. Well, that's gonna wrap this episode up then.
That's been Vendetta.
That has been Resident Evil Vendetta. We will probably continue our Resident Evil trend here in the next couple of weeks. We'll talk about RE1 and RE2, whether that is 2 different episodes or a single episode, remains to be determined. But we will definitely be talking about both of those games in the very near future. So look forward to those. But if you'd like more from us, go to seasonlimecheckup.com or sec.cool, is where you can find past episodes of this podcast and other podcasts like Season Limit Checkup and Season Limit Checkup OVA. And
Breathe.
you can find columns and reviews on the site as well. If you want more from Anne Ladyem, go to anneladyem.com. She's got columns and reviews. You can follow us on Twitter, twitter.com/animecheckup, and support us on Patreon, patreon.com/SACOVA. So yeah, next week will probably again be something RE related.
Yay!
So look forward to that, and Rookie Copley on his Kennedy.
And Beefy McGee.
And Beefy McGee.
Take care, Chris.